Sister Maria entered the convent of Saint Agnes in her early 20s. To the outside world, it was a place of peace and devotion. But inside, the atmosphere was rigid, controlled, and suffocating. Strict rules dictated every moment of the day. The nuns surrendered not only their possessions but also their voices. Most never questioned it. Maria, however, noticed things that didn't add up. Nuns disappeared suddenly, sent away for rest but never returning. Financial donations poured in from wealthy benefactors, yet the convent's facilities remained in disrepair. And late at night, Maria often heard muffled arguments in the Mother Superior's office. One evening during storm season, a water leak sent Maria into the basement storage to fetch extra blankets. There, while moving boxes, she discovered an unlocked cabinet. Inside were confidential files, records of every nun. At first, they seemed like standard convent reports. Background checks, medical notes, family contacts. But Maria froze when she saw a folder labeled, Sister Clara, deceased. Clara had been Maria's friend. Vibrant, full of laughter, the kind of nun who still talked about life outside the convent. One day she had simply left for another assignment. No funeral, no mention of death. Yet here was an official file, stamped and signed. And the cause of death, left blank. Maria quietly started piecing things together. Clara had been asking too many questions before she vanished. She'd been curious about money. Why large donations never reached the orphanage the convent sponsored. Why receipts didn't match the funds coming in. Soon Maria found more deceased files. At least 3 other nuns over the last decade. All outspoken, all labeled as having left, only to reappear in these secret records. One night, Sister Agnes, a younger nun, slipped Maria a folded piece of paper under the dinner table. It read, "You're not imagining things. Clara was killed. Meet me in the laundry room at midnight." When Maria met Agnes, the truth unraveled. Clara had discovered that the Mother Superior and 2 priests from the diocese were laundering charitable donations. The convent served as a front. Money was funneled through religious programs, then siphoned into private accounts overseas. Clara had threatened to expose them. Weeks later, she was found lifeless in the garden. The official report claimed a heart attack, but the sisters whispered that bruises on her wrists told a different story. Agnes warned Maria, "They know you've been looking into it. Be careful." That same week, Maria's journal, where she had documented everything, vanished from her cell. And each night, she heard knocks on her door at the same time. A warning. Maria knew staying silent meant becoming the next file. So she smuggled some of the convent's financial records, handwritten ledgers, donor lists, Clara's missing letters, and passed them to a visiting priest who wasn't aligned with the Mother Superior. Weeks later, the convent was raided by investigators. Authorities uncovered millions in misused donations, and a pattern of suspicious deaths swept under the rug. Several high-ranking clergy were indicted. But Maria never returned to the convent. She left quietly, choosing freedom over silence. In an interview years later, she said, "The convent was supposed to be a sanctuary. Instead, it became a prison. Speaking out was the only way to keep Clara's voice alive." To this day, no one knows exactly how Clara died. Officially, her case remains undetermined. But thanks to Maria's courage, her story, and the crimes buried in those stone walls, were finally revealed.